guys, and welcome to another Chaos Cards box opening. Today we've got Eldritch Moon of Magic the Gathering. Very excited about this. So let's not delay, let's get right in there. And try not to knock the camera over in my excitement. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. Okay. Sweet, sweet booster packs. Yeah, okay. So, we'll do this lot first, and then we'll see how long we have gone on for. Okay, first pack. With Tamio on the front. Okay, let's do this. We have Field Creeper, Olivia's Dragoon, Take Inventory, Cemetery Recruitment, Fiend Binder, Otherworldly Outburst, Bloodbriar, Sigarden Priest, Faithbearer Paladin, Ulvenwald Captive, which turned into Ulvenwald Abomination. Nephalia Academy, that's our first uncommon. Repel the Abominable, that's another uncommon. Murder. Thalia's Lancers, that's rare. And then you've got, of course, these very handy reference cards for all your double-sided cards. And a spirit token. Okay. Exultant Cultist. Strange Augmentation. Contingency Plan. Tattered Haunter. Make Mischief. Woodland Patrol. Borrowed Hostility, Fiend Binder, Midnight Scavengers, which, that's one of the melding cards, which turns into half of something, so we'll keep that one aside for now. Weaver of Lightning, that's uncommon. Slayer's Cleaver, Gnarlwood Dryad, first mythic, Deploy the Gatewatch. A slight closer look at that one. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 Planeswalker cards from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Cool. That's pretty awesome. Costs 6 mana altogether. So not cheap, but still pretty awesome. Okay. Another reference card. Oh, first foil is Haunted Dead. Pretty. Alright. And then we've got a human token. I've got a slightly different setup for my tripod, so apologies if I keep bumping into it, because I'm not quite used to the way it's put together. Right, we have Thraben Foulbloods, Field Creeper, Turn Aside, Borrowed Malevolence, It of the Horrid Swarm, Falconwrath Reaver, Dawn-Griff, Grapple with the Past, which, if you read up on this card, there's a cool story about how it's based on an old card from the first Innistrad block, and the artwork matches. So in the old artwork it was a little girl trying to reach her teddy bear and she couldn't reach. Now in Eldritch Moon, the little girl has sprouted tentacles, but she can reach her teddy bear, so that's good, right? Carrying on, we have Bold Impaler. Uncommons now, Smouldering Werewolf, which transforms into Erupting Dreadwolf. Geist of the Lonely Vigil, Drownyard Behemoth, Peace of Mind. Rares now, that's Bedlam Reveler, and this one's had a lot of hype. Now the reference card and an Eldrazi horror token. You'll be noticing, if you're into your horror stories and movies, that these have a really big kind of Lovecraftian feel to them, whereas Shadows of Innistrad was just general horror, vampires, werewolves, zombies, and all sorts. This has got a real strong Lovecraftian feel, which is referenced in, that's convenient, all the sea images. Lots and lots of images of sea and water and tentacles, as this Drag Undercard would show. Terrarian, Thraben Foulbloods, take inventory, a bit more sea imagery there. Lunarch Mantle, Brazen Wolves, It of the Horrid Swarm, Fiendbinder, Bloodbriar. To uncommons we have Shrill Howler, which turns into Howling Chorus, Chilling Grass, Scour the Laboratory, and Blessed Alliance. And our rare is a Selfless Spirit. Now the reference card, Human Soldier Token. Of course, if you want to take a close look at any of these cards, just press pause. The Lovecraftian element, it's not just restricted to the sea imagery. There's a lot of religious iconography, a lot of cultists, and of course, messing around with the undead and the dead, and experimentation. That's a big Lovecraftian theme as well. And of course, madness and otherworldly beings. Whereas Lovecraft, it's going to be elder gods from another world. Here we've got Emrakul coming from another plane and messing with people's minds. Swift Spinner, Choking Restraints, uncommons. We have Grizzled Angler, who turns into a Grizzly Anglerfish. Okay, that's quite a transformation. Get my fingers out of the way of the picture. You've got that guy there, who then turns into that. Okay. Prying Questions, Noose Constrictor, Unsubstantiate, and the rare Distended Mindbender. Now the reference card, and oh, that's an advertising card. Look at that. The whole mind-bending thing is also very Lovecraftian. Not being in control of your own mind, possession, that sort of thing. There's a lot of Lovecraftian stuff in here. I don't know if it was intended or not. I would imagine it was, because there's so very much of it. And bodily transformation, that's another one as well. There goes our first citing us some experimentation displays. Boon of Emrakul, Spring Sage Ritual, Ironclad Slayer, Brazen Wolves, Waxing Moon. If you're making a werewolf deck, this is just brilliant. Borrowed Hostility, Curious Homunculus is our first uncommon. He transforms into Voracious Reader. Okay. Murder, Deranged Whelp, Hamlet Captain. Our rare is Niblis of Frost. And then you've got another reference card and a spider token. It's interesting that all the transforming cards, not all that many of them are werewolves anymore. You've got all the people turning into things, monstrous mutations, which is the whole influence of Emrakul. If you read the stories on the Magic website, if you don't, I highly recommend you do. They're really good at the moment. We have Cathar's Shield, Laboratory Brute, Thraben Foulbloods, the Hounds, Tattered Haunter, Iron Rites Cleansing, Choking Restraints, Primal Druid, I really like the look of that card, Distemper of Blood, Ulvermold Captive, who transforms into the Ulvermold Abominations. Even the werewolves are not immune from Emrakul's transforming powers. Oh, that's a rare, Docent of Perfection, which turns into Final Iteration. That's really Lovecraftian, guys doing experiments and then turning into these things. Let's have a quick look at the text there as well. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 blue human wizard creature token onto the battlefield. Then, if you control 3 or more wizards, transform Docent of Perfection. And when you transform him, you get wizards you control have +2/+1 and flying. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 blue human wizard creature token onto the battlefield. Cool. So they all turn into big flying insects and start swarming, I guess is the idea behind that. Right, uncommon Lunar Force. Oh, put that on the wrong pile, excuse me, there we go. Subjugator Angel. Haunted Dead. Rare Impetuous Devils. Oh, our first bit of land. And a spirit token. There wasn't very much land in Shadows over Innistrad actually. In fact, I'm not even entirely sure if there was any thinking back on it. So it's nice to see that they've brought a little bit more back in because, well, it was all well and good for us established players to rely on our land stashes, but new players would be a bit stuck. Cathar's Shield, Skurstag Supplicant, Spontaneous Mutation, Guy Sprouting Tentacles, Wolfkin Bond, Desperate Sentry, excuse me, Swift Spinner, Thermo Alchemist, Ironclad Slayer. Uncommon, we have Kessig Prowler, who turns into Sinuous Predator. 5 mana to transform. That's pretty steep, but he's only 1 mana to cast initially, so ups and downs. Advanced Stitchwing, Savage Alliance, Courageous Outrider. Our rare is Providence. I like that artwork, that's cool. And another reference. Oh, and another foil, which is Cultist's Staff. Nice. And an Eldrazi Horror token, which there will be many. We have Dragunder again. Cemetery Recruitment, Liliana doing her thing. Looking awesome. Cultist Staff, Exultant Cultist, Prey Upon, Prophetic Ravings, Woodcutter's Gift, Steadfast Cathar, Galvanic Bombardment. Uncommon is Lone Rider, who turns into It That Rides as One. Now this one was shown on a lot of the preview artwork and the posters and the website and such. That horse, on the video, can't forget the animated video. That horse rider amalgamation is really horrific. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera there, but seriously, if you can't see it that well, it's well worth looking it up online because yikes, some amazing artwork there. Really, really amazing artwork. Let's carry on. We've got Clear Shot, Abundant Maw, Fury Blade Vampire. Our rare is Eldritch Evolution. Another one of those, and a zombie token. You probably need an awful lot of zombie tokens, especially if you're wanting to play Liliana. In the story, she raises like all the zombies, and this is Innistrad, so that's a lot of zombies. We have Olivia's Dragoon, Field Creeper, nice little bird nest twist there. Fogwalker, Ironright's Cleansing, Primal Druid, Borrowed Hostility, Desperate Sentry, Spring Sage Ritual, Vilding Pack Outcast, he turns into Drone Pack Kindred, excuse me, Crop Sigil, that's the first uncommon, Morn Willow, Rise from the Grave, another one Liliana doing her thing. Ooh, mythic, Decimator of the Provinces, Eldrazi Boar, look at that thing, yikes. Okay, let's see, Emerge. Alright, first off, he costs 10 mana of no particular colour. Emerge for 6 and 3 green mana. Emerge, you may cast a spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the emerge cost reduced by that creature's converted mana cost. Nice. When you cast Decimator of the Provinces, creatures you control get +2/+2 and trample until the end of turn. And he has trample and haste. And he's a 7/7! Ouch! Ooh, he's nice. Lovely. There's one. Yeah, that's my mythic pile. Oh, another one of those. And oh, that's a foil island. That's pretty. Down there with the foils and a human token. Okay, here we go. Right, we have Wailing Ghoul. Oh, that's Gisa back there rather than Liliana this time. If you can see her in her crazy black wedding gown. Another zombie raiser. Wretched Griff, an Eldrazi Hippogriff. Yeah, that used to be a Hippogriff apparently. Strange Augmentation. Stencia Innkeeper. Borrowed Grace. Lunarch Mantle. Crossroads Consecrator. Thermo Alchemist. Sigardian Priest. Graph Rats. Which transforms into, I'm pretty sure it's, yes, awesome, it's the other half of that card that we put aside earlier. So let's check that out. Okay, we have Graph Rats and Midnight Scavengers. Now when you have both of these in play, there it is on this one. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you both own and control Graph Rats and Midnight Scavengers, exile and meld them into Chittering Hosts. So you need to have them both. You need to have them both out and in play. And when you do, at the end of your combat, they turn into this pretty funky, gigantic Chittering Host card. Ta-da! Oh, can't see it that well down there, so I'm not going to be able to line it up very well, but you get the idea. There we go. Chittering Host, the Eldrazi Horror, who is a 5/6 with haste and menace. Menace meaning he can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. And when he enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain menace until the end of turn. Ooh, that could be really nasty if you've got a fair few creatures out at the time. And then that's the artwork, which is, I'm guessing, those rather unfortunate souls who are wandering around in the graveyard, all melded up with the rats. Ew. Not pleasant. But yeah, that's the meld thing. That is the major part of this set. It's the major gimmick. 2 cards into 1. Cool. Alright, they're both common, so they can go on that pile. Well, let's carry on. What else do we have left in this one? The uncommons. We have Spreading Flames, Noose Constrictor, Nebelgast Herald. The rare is Lupine Prototype. Oh, another one of those. And, Emblem for Tameo, which is you may cast non-land cards from your hand without paying their mana costs. That's insane! So if you get a Tameo Planeswalker, if you can pull it off, you get this emblem. Wow. That's nasty. Okay, last pack for this video, I think, and then we will split into another video for the next one. We have Laboratory Brute. What's that? Oh, Weirded Vampire. Don't know why I didn't read that for a while. Enlightened Maniac. Convolute. Spring Sage Ritual. Distemper of the Blood. Faith-Bearer Paladin. Backwoods Survivalists. Thraben Standard Bearer. Uncommons, we have Tangleclaw Werewolf, who transforms into Fibrous Entangler. Whispers of Emrakul. Foul Emissary. Geist of the Archives. And rare, we have Ulvenwald Observer. And a land. It's not a foil, it's just a land. And a human wizard with his bug arms. Okay, well, thank you for watching that one. We'll be right back with part 2, so join us for that.